Hi everyone, good day. So for today, we are going to learn and know about the learner-centered psychological principle. So before we start, we need to be guided by our learning objectives for us to be guided in this topic. So the first learning objectives is we should know what is centered learning psychological principle. Second, advocating the use of centered learning psychological principle. Third, explain each principle. Fourth, how can we apply that principles in instructions as a future educator? So, there are four learner-centered psychological factors: the cognitive and metacognitive factors, motivational and affective factors, developmental and social factors, and individual differences factors. So, without further ado, let's get straight to the video. So first, what is centered learning psychological principle? So learner-centered is the perspective that couples a focus on individuals' learners, with their heredity, experiences, perspectives, backgrounds, talents, interests, capacities, and needs, that focuses on their learning and how it occurs and about teaching practices. So as a future educator and aspiring educators, how can we adapt and apply all these principles? So for us to know and learn about centered learning psychological principle, let's take a look at its four categories. So the first learner-centered psychological principle factors is the cognitive and metacognitive factors that anchors six principles that generally develop the nature of learning process. Well, in this principle, the teachers need to be aware of the accumulative nature of knowledge and need to look for a new knowledge and the previous knowledge for the student learning. The second principle is the goal of learning process. So the learning goals allows you and your students to focus on what they are supposed to learn. Because when learning goals are explicit, this will help us and guide us, our students, with their decision on where to focus effort and illuminate what are they take from on their given task. Because the specific goals and desired formal teaching and learning process are student learning, thinking, engagement, and behavior. Number 2, motivational and affective factors, which anchor three principles, specifically the motivational and emotional influences on learning, because with this principle it attains the knowledge of the learning process. The developmental and social factors. So these factors tackles true principles, which develops the relationship of both teachers and learners. Last factor is individuals' differences factors, that covers three principles. Individual differences and learning principles, because facilitators should be aware of the individual's differences of our students and how this may impact the learning event and in using learning methods that appeal to different genders, learning styles, and culture as well. Well, all of these factors influences the learning of the learners and also the teachers and their teaching system. As we go on the importance of learner-centered psychological principles is very significant because applying this principle in teaching is the preparations of programs that will provide educators with opportunities of program and model effective learner-centered practices and promote student motivation and learning. Especially now, learner-centered psychological principles are relevant to the 21st century of teaching. How can we apply that principles in instructions as a future educators? We, future educators, are the facilitators in the classroom, wherein we must make sure to establish and be more focused on the learners' developments and learnings. Therefore, being a teacher, we are expected to be more knowledgeable and catalyst in both the teaching and learning process. We should really make sure that our teaching methods and styles are effective and efficient in both teaching and learning. Also, we must know that every student is different, but all of them are unique and special at their own pace of learning. That's all for today, guys. Thank you